everyone, I'm Meredith and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so excited that you found me, and if you're returning, I'm so grateful you've decided to come back and watch more. I love all things luxury. I love luxury shoes, luxury handbags, luxury lifestyle and vlogging, and if they're things that appeal to you, I hope you'll hit that subscribe button down below and join me here. Today I am continuing on with Collectionmas. So Collectionmas 2022 is one collection a day every day for 24 days. It's my version of Vlogmas. I have quite a vast handbag collection. So lots of people always ask me, will you do a collection video? I just can't. It would take hours and hours and hours. So this is my way of showing you parts of my collection and all my different bags without having to make you sit through many hours. So today we're going to do my Lady Dior collections. It's not one of my biggest collections, but it is certainly substantial. These bags are not cheap, so I am lucky to have as many as I do, and I do love all my bags. I've also changed out to my reindeer ears for this video, and I make noise, so that's going to drive me nuts. So let's kick off my Lady Dior collection, and I will show you all the ones that I own. So let's start here. So my little nanos. So this was part of the artsy collection that Dior did in 2021. So most fashion houses I'm finding do a artsy collection or a limited collection. Well, I shouldn't say most. Louis Vuitton do it, Dior do it. So they'll have artists come in and create bags, and they're released in limited quantities at the same time every year, and this was from last year's one, and I loved it. It's this iridescent finish, which is gonna, there we go, it's focused. It's got iridescence, all the hardware is rainbow, it's got a cool design on it. The first question anyone's gonna ask me is, who's the artist? And I have no idea. None. I didn't buy it for the artist. I bought it because I loved the bag. It does come with the crossbody strap, and you can see there the hardware is rainbow, and the inside has a plaque which I think has the artist signature at the bottom, but it's such a tiny bag I can't read it. So just a tiny little space in there. It is a nano bag. It is not fitting much. It'll fit your card, your key fob, a lipstick, and you're carrying your phone in your hand. But it is very cute and very cool, which is why I chose it. So I'm happy to have an artsy piece. It is my only Dior artsy piece. It is my only artsy piece. I don't even have a Louis Vuitton artsy piece. So yes, this is my first nano, and then my other one is this one. So when these very first came out, they released them in limited colors. I'm guessing they were testing the market to see how they sold, because they are so expensive for a nano bag. They really, really are. But I saw the red and I loved it, so I ordered it, and they got it in from Melbourne for me. So my Sydney sales associate had to get this one sent from Melbourne, and it's just the plain red canage pattern on it, and in tiny form. But these are so expensive guys. I don't recommend them. I'm not buying any more of this size. I think they're cute, but I'm certainly not making a collection out of them because they are crazy expensive. If you want a well-priced nano bag, well-priced, that's funny, go look at Fendi. Don't look at Dior. So that's that one. And then we have this one. So this is the, I want to say this is the mini, small, medium. Yes, mini. So this is the mini, and this was part of, I think it's the Valentine's release, because it's got the heart pattern in the canage, which is what I loved about it. And I really love this size. I've got to say, this is one of my favorite sizes. And yeah, it's much better than the nano. More expensive, obviously. Lady Dior's are not cheap. They're really not. It's got the same tongue as all the other, as they all do. Why is this so heavy? This is really heavy. Oh, it's the chain. Why is this so heavy? So the chain is in it, and you can wear it cross body. And yeah, it's just a great bag. So I have a feeling it was released as part of Chinese Valentine's, something along those lines. And they may even do a heart collection each year. I'm not 100% on that, guys. I'm sorry. Dior is one of the houses I probably know the least about. I do have a few Dior bags, but of all my collections, it's probably my smallest. So that's my heart Lady Dior. Let's just do this. And this one, this was my first Lady Dior. So I walked into the store in Sydney, and this was sitting at the very front, and I kept circling back to it. I loved it. It's disco for me. It's got all these different colored sequins on it. It's just so much fun. For such a prim and proper bag, I love it when they do these crazy designs on it, because it just gives this juxtaposition. Like, it's prim and proper, but it has like this crazy colorful pattern, and I love that. I think that's so cool. So this was my very first one because I just couldn't walk away from it. I just loved it. And it kicked off the Lady Dior thing for me. But I love it. It's just so much fun. So yeah, this is my first, and I still love it now. All right, my next one in the mini size is my Wicker in the mini size. Now, these bags, if you have followed me on YouTube from the very beginning, well, thank you so much for doing that. But you know that these bags, I fell in love with them when they were released, and that some of them were a bit of a mission for me to collect, and I love them. This is the only one I have in this mini size at the moment. They did do a brighter blue as well, and I didn't buy it. And even now I'm like, should I go hunt it down? And I go back and forth on it, but I'm going to wait for spring summer 23 to see if they do the Wicker again in new colors. And I'm really hoping they do, because these were such beautiful bags. It's just fun. It's got the Christian Dior across the front. It's completely wicker. And this mini is a great size for me. So I obviously have the bigger sizes, which we will see soon. But I really love the mini as a grab and go. So it's not as heavy. It still fits my phone. It carries a fair bit. So I really love the mini size. And I hope, please Dior, do more wicker for 2023. I will be stoked. So they're the minis, and then I have one in a small size. So this is white with hardware in like a, I'm trying to explain it. It's not silver. It's like a gunmetal almost. And I loved that juxtaposition between white and the gunmetal. If you've watched my Chanel Christmas collection Miss one, if it goes up before this, I also have a Chanel 19, which is very similar in the white with the same kind of hardware, because I do like that finish. White, you've always got to be a little bit careful with it. It will color transfer. You've got to be so careful, and I admit I don't use this one a lot because of that. I do worry about the white. Of all the ones in my collections, if I was looking to downsize, this would probably be the first to go. But for now, it sits with its siblings. Alright, so now we move on to the medium-sized Lady Diors. We'll do this one first. So this is a Lady Dior Light, I want to say. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And it's in this fluoro pink pattern, and it's a material. It's completely material. There's no leather in this. It is really heavy. For what it is super heavy, because the material is so luxurious. Sorry, that's going to bother me. Let's just get them out of there. Why are you tangled? Last time I used this bag, I took it to the opening of the Dior store in Sydney. And we were on and off buses when they took us to dinner and stuff, so it's obviously got entangled. There we go. That's better. That was going to drive me nuts. So it is really heavy. So that's my only criticism of this bag, is how heavy it is. It's also material, so it will get grubby. It does come with the crossbody in the same pattern and material. But yeah, I don't have an organizer in this one, and I probably really need to get one. So that might be something for me to consider. But then I'm also in two minds about, well, if it's already so heavy, how heavy is it going to be when I put an organizer in it? So something to consider. So considering it's called the Lady Dior Light, it's not light. I'm just putting it out there. But I do love this color and this finish. And I believe these ones you can actually personalize if you want to get your name or your initials on them. And then we have my obsession. My small obsession. Okay, let's talk about my obsession bags. If you've watched my channel for a while, thank you so much for sticking with me for this long. But you know that these bags have been an absolute obsession for me, that it kicked off and then I collected them and I was a woman on a mission. So we start our journey with this one. So I am blaming Dale from Dale's Addiction for all of this. This is her fault. She has to wear that. She did a review on her channel of her Lady Dior Wicker, which is actually the navy blue, which we'll get to in a minute. And I saw it and I was like, I need to own that bag. I was amazed by it. So I looked it up and I saw it came in pink, and pink is my color and my birthday was coming up. So I decided that my children were going to give me this for my 41st birthday. As I do. So I contacted my sales associate and said, I really want the pink. Can you get the pink for me? He did manage to get the pink. He had to bring it in from somewhere else in Australia, but he got the pink in for me. My children gave it to me for my birthday and I loved it. So that came first. And then I kept seeing Dale wear hers on Instagram, and hers is this one, which is the navy blue. So I was like, it just looks so good. She wears it very well. She's a beautiful woman, so she wears everything very well, but this particular bag was definitely calling my name. So I contacted my sales associate and said, what's the chances of me being able to get the navy blue one? And he took a deep breath. So the navy blue had been super popular. Dale had featured it on her channel. Mel in Melbourne had featured it on her channel, and Mel in Melbourne has a lot of subscribers, and it had blown up in Australia. So it was really hard. So he actually had to get this in from somewhere else in the region and have them send it to us. Took a little bit, but we managed to get it in. So I got the navy blue. There was a third color. So in that same release, there was also this one. So I had the pink, I had the navy blue. Every collector tendency in my body screamed that if there were three, I had to own them. So this was the other one. This is the white and gold. And it's really beautiful, but the handles are white. So you have to be very careful with this one. This is not the easy grab and go one that the navy blue is. The navy blue wears really easily. The pink is still quite light, so I've got to be even careful with that. But the white, yeah. This is a great Christmas bag, but white and gold. And in Australia, Christmas is in summer, so we can certainly get away with Wicker. But yes, so that's where I had gotten to. And then New York happened. So I was on a plane from Australia to New York. In fact, I was on two planes because I had to change in Dubai, flying first class with Emirates, and I had Wi-Fi, and I start to suddenly get these random messages from people on Instagram about this bag. They had all watched me unbox my Wicker bags. They knew that I had an obsession, and they saw this come out on social media and everybody tagged me in it. And oh my goodness, was I a woman possessed. So I know that happened between Sydney and Dubai, because when I went to Dubai, I was a woman on the mission. I needed to hunt this bag down, and I knew that there was a Dior in the Dubai airport. So I went and they didn't have it. So I made it my mission in New York to track this down. There was a whole story behind this bag. I will link the video down below. But this pink, oh my goodness, did I have to own this. I was desperate for it. So yes, it was when I thought about this bag, I heard Eye of the Tiger playing in my head. I was finding this bag, and I love it. It has the shiny gold hardware, the champagne, instead of the age gold that the other ones do. And it's just the most beautiful, vibrant pink. I could almost get away with it with today's outfit. And yeah, I love this bag. I love it so much. I love that it came from New York. This one actually, I carried in my carry-on luggage on the way back. So in my handbag, I carried this bag because I didn't want to pack it with all the other ones because of the wicker. I didn't want it to get ruined. And then I have one more Lady Dior. I have this one. So this is my large Lady Dior in this light pink color. I bought this on the pre-loved market in beginning of this year, I think, beginning of 2022. I got it from the Purse Fair in Melbourne at a steal because it's a large and because it's a Lady Dior and they don't hold their value. So I got it for less than what I paid for, I think, this one, basically. It might have been about $3,000. It was like nothing really, considering how much they are brand new. And it still had the stickers on. So it's like in perfect condition. It's in a great color for me. And then it's got the zipper top, which I prefer. I've got to say, having had this one now and using it, I prefer the zipper top to the little flap that they have. So this is my bargain. So if you are looking for Lady Dior's, go check out the pre-loved market. You can get yourself real bargains there. They don't hold their value. They just don't. And I find this one lighter than some of the other ones I've got. So yeah, if you can get the pre-loved ones and the older versions with the zippers on top, go do that. Seriously, I think it's the best money you'll spend if you're desperate for a Lady Dior, is to go vintage or at least pre-loved. You'll be able to get a great deal there. So that's my Lady Dior collection. I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12. I have 12 Lady Diors, and it's one of my smaller collections, so that's saying something. Nothing good about me, but it's saying something. I hope if you have liked today's video, you will give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit the little bell notification so you know when I've uploaded videos. There are many more videos coming with Collectionmas, and I've created a playlist in case you would like to watch the ones that have already come. So yes, come watch more of my collection and hit that subscribe button. Also, come follow me over on Instagram. I post lots in real time over there. I post stuff I get from sales associates and upcoming collections. So come follow me over on Instagram. I'll put my handle up for you. I hope wherever you are in the world today, you are having a fabulous day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.